So hello everyone. Basically, this is part 5 of our discussion, and till now we have discussed with 5 problem statements. No, not five. Sorry. It was one, two, three, four. Yeah, we have discussed about 4 problem statements, and the rest 2 problem statements we will be discussing in this meet itself. Okay. So what I will do, I will just share my screen to just tell you what all things I have done till now. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible to you all. Okay. So the very first thing which I want to talk about is improving safety measures at large public events. So basically this event and this problem statement you might relate with means like in the matter of just 5 to 6 months within India we have 3 public events have occurred, and there we have seen the many losses life people have lost their lives. Okay. So whether we talk about some RCB celebration, we lost the lives there. We talk about some Mahakumbh festival, we lost the lives there. And recent within a weeks, the Rath Yatra was there, and there also we lost our lives. The people have lost their lives, right? So basically, this, in short, if I would explain, this was basically related to that. It's like what we can do with our AI, and this basically AI will help the crowd to just if there is some for example you are just attending a webinar in a stadium, a big webinar is there, whether it's a host means like for example some musician has came and he have organized some event is there, so you can see how much big gathering is there, right? And he's just performing on some stadium, right? So to vacate those particular stadium, you can't just jump out through the walls. There are some you can say the doors are there, the path matlab, you can say the pathways are there, yeah, you have to follow this particular pathways, right? So obviously if there is some fire occurred in inside that, uh, or you can say any problem which have occurred inside that particular stadium, so what you will do, you will not jump through the wall, you will just follow that pathways, or that basically the exit point. And it doesn't mean that there is only one exit point, there can be various exit points, but the one thing which we should remember, that the people will exit through that particular exit point as well. And if we and at a time, well, we can estimate that, okay, that whether 10 peoples or 20 peoples or 30 peoples can move through a door like this. If we go parallel, if you go on a bulk mode, 10 peoples can or 20 peoples can move like this, right? So the thing is there, that if there are lakhs of people are there, so obviously some mishappening will be there, and they will be just crushed under the feet. Means like as we have experienced it, right? As we have seen in the recent news or some meme pages or in the reels as well, how the people were helpless uh, with that times. Means like when these things occurred, right? So you can see here large public scale events like music festivals, rallies. So these things I don't need to explain it because we have seen it in Mahakumbh, Rath Yatra, and RCB celebration as well, right? We have seen these things. So the challenge, obviously the objective, I don't need to explain it, right? What's the problem statement here, right? So basically, how we are going to achieve this? Okay, how we are achieve to going to achieve this particular problem statement. So you can see here that we will do a bottleneck analysis. And again, bottleneck analysis means it will not be analysis that in the upper case means like, for example, there are uh, people celebrating inside an auditorium, right? Or you can say inside a theater, like something like that, right? So if the people is cheering and if the people is shouting in a fear, okay, So the drones, the images which will be used there, they will be able to capture that their emotions basically, that whether the persons inside that the group of peoples, they are shouting in the case of some shock, or they are in anger, or they are sad, or basically they are in some trouble, they are feeling left away, right? So basically this is bottleneck analysis, means like we will analyze the things like in the deep way, so that we can take immediate action for that. If we are seeing like that peoples are in a panic mode, okay, so we just don't have to wait for that situation to occur. If we are already being seen by the drones itself that people are in panic mode, then we will evacuate those. Okay, so you can see here ingest real-time video feeds from drones or fixed cameras into Vertex AI Vision to analyze crowd density, velocity, and flow. Okay, so basically here it is the unstructured data and data which we will be following into that, because you can see here crowd density, whether how much the crowd is there, right? And what is the density for that, right? Per square kilometer. Yes, Aditi.
एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा। आप यू सेड दैट वील टेक केयर ऑफ दैट यूजिंग ड्रोन कैमरास और समथिंग। ठीक है, मान के चलो, लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ कुंभ ओनली। तो वहां पे अचानक से फायर वाज, मतलब आग लग गई थी, राइट? एंड जिसकी वजह से भगदड़ मच गई। तो जो अचानक से लग रहा है, हाउ योर ड्रोन विल कैप्चर कि हाँ अब यहाँ आग लग जाएगी।
ड्रोन विल नॉट कैप्चर की भाई वहां पे आग वो लग रही है। ड्रोन विल कैप्चर कि भाई यहाँ पे स्मोक उठ रहा है। ठीक है, आग लगने से पहले ऑटोमेटिकली आग वो नहीं लगती है। देर इज सम शॉर्ट सर्किट, कुछ तो वो हुआ होगा। अब वो इलेक्ट्रिक के चलते आग लगा है, या फिर कुछ चीजें वहां पे शायद दिया वगैरह होगा, मीन्स लाइक व्हाट, कैंडल लैम्प्स, राइट? सम वाज देयर, तो सम इश्यूज के वजह से दैट हैड बीन टेकन इनटू, राइट? सो अगर हमारा ड्रोन्स और कैमरा ये चीज पहली कैप्चर कर लेगा कि भाई यहाँ से स्मोक उठ रहा है, वो आग लगने से पहले ही लोगों को अगर ये बोलेगा कि भाई जस्ट मूव फ्रॉम हियर, तो ये दिस थिंग्स वी कैन रिड्यूस इट।
भगदड़ तो तब भी मचेगी।
भगदड़ कैसे मचेगी इफ वी आर प्लानिंग अ
अगर
सिस्टमेटिक वे?
ड्रोन ने कैप्चर कर लिया कि यहाँ आग लगने वाली है, ठीक है, और
हम्म।
अगर आप माइक पे अनाउंस करते हो कि देयर कैन बी फायर और समथिंग, तो ऑब्वियसली फिर तो लोग भागेंगे ही।
तो सबको अनाउंस नहीं ना करना है, जो एग्जिट गेट के पास है उन्हें बोलना है कि भाई तू एग्जिट गेट से मूव हो बाहर।
समझ
आई एम
गई, मैं
जस्ट टेलिंग
समझ
दैट। फिर वहां पे देखो, वहां पे दैट इज अगेन मैनेजमेंट का थिंग, कि हाउ
हम्म
द पीपल आर मैनेजिंग द थिंग्स। वी एज अ एआई ऐप, वो भी जो भी है वो बेसिकली इट विल इन्फॉर्म, एआई खुद आकर इट विल नॉट टेल ओवर
हम्म।
द माइक्स की, मीन्स लाइक वी आर गोइंग टू डू दिस थिंग्स। फिर वहां पे मैनेजमेंट का थिंग है, जो एग्जिट के पास है उसको बोलेंगे जाओ भाई, एंड जो उसके आगे, मीन्स लाइक बेसिकली दीज ऑल थिंग्स विल बी देयर। आई होप यू आर गेटिंग इट।
यस, आई अंडरस्टूड, यू कैन मूव ऑन।
यू कैन सी हियर अलाउिंग फॉर प्रोएक्टिव क्राउड मैनेजमेंट, क्योंकि वहां पे क्राउड मैनेजमेंट का भी फैसिलिटीज रहेगा, तो वी विल इन्फॉर्म देम rather देन इन्फॉर्मिंग द क्राउड।
ठीक होगी।
ठीक है। एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज डिलीवर एआई पावर्ड सिचुएशनल समरीज। ओके, basically here we will use the natural language processing, which is NLP, and the agent will use, मतलब ये Gemini model we will use here, and again यहाँ पे we will use the reports and the social media as well. Like for example, हमें video analytics से, if we are doing video analytics and we found out that okay, this thing, everything is good to go, right? But according to our security reports, we found out. that something fishy is going here, right? And with the help of social media also we are finding out that no, something fishy is going to happen it, right? So again, everything we can't capture it through video analytics, right? We there are something means like we have to capture through reports, through some uh you can say social media sites or any means like public platforms, right? So यहाँ पे we will use another agent here. पहला तो it will inject the real time video feeds, वो ये करेगा drones और fixed cameras जो है उसके accordingly it will help us, ठीक है? Second, जो भी reports हम बना रहे, मतलब like जो भी reports, security reports we are facing into it, right? That the security is telling, like for example, if we could relocate about the situation which happened with RCB, right? So the government have initially predicted that they have informed the RCB team that they don't do have means like they don't do, they shouldn't do celebration right now because there are security concerns is there, something might happen like that. And then also the RCB team, their management celebrated, and they resulted the results everyone can see. So basically, the security reports is there. They should have followed the reports which was being issued by the Karnataka government, right? So basically, these reports will handle like this way, okay? And if it's failing, then ultimately the video analytics will be there to counter that thing, right? Okay. And one more model will be there. You can say automate intelligent resource dispatch, right? When you can see like when an incident is flagged, okay. For example,
Yeah.
the incident already occurred,
Mhm.
right? So the medical emergency, how we will identify means like how we will provide them the medical emergency for that. Means
Hmm.
like what will be there. For example, just say the celebration of RCB was from a place A to place B, right? And within place A to place B, there were several substations were there, right? For example, uh, let's take means like Deepak, you are staying in Karve Nagar, right? And you have to celebrate from Karve Nagar to FC Road. And for Aditi, you are living, for example, in Lalpur, right? And from Lalpur till airport, you have to means like, uh, yes, from Lalpur till Hatia, the crowd have to move, and from Karve Nagar till FC Road, the crowd have to move. So from Karve
Mhm.
Nagar till FC Road, there are various checkpoints you can check, right? Karve signal is
Yeah.
there, right? Null stop is there, right? And after null stop, you can check Deccan Corner is there, Deccan Gymkhana is there, right? Then it comes FC Road. And similarly, if you are moving from Lalpur till Hatia, several stop points will be there, right? And several medical facilities will be there at that particular point of time. It's like it's
Yeah.
not there that someone who is feeling ill in Karve Nagar, he is going to get his treatment in FC Road itself, right? So what it will do, it will just identify that okay, at this particular location, the crowd moved from Karve Nagar, but reaching at Null stop, they found out that this incident occur. So we will not inform the medical facilities which is present in Karve Nagar or FC Road. We will inform the medical facilities which is present at Null Stop itself. Okay. So basically this will be
Hmm.
and how it will be done? It will be done through Google Maps, through GPS. Okay. So these all things we will try to do that if the incident had already occurred. then it's that's the thing.
ठीक है, बेसिकली यह सेइंग कि बीच में अगर मतलब वील इन्फॉर्म टू हूम,
We will
पीपल
inform to the
देयरफॉर।
nearest medical stores, medical departments, the nearest medical departments, not far away.
हाँ हाँ, वो तो आई अंडरस्टूड। एंड इवन विद द पीपल, इवन वील इन्फॉर्म पीपल जो उधर जाने वाले हैं, नहीं उनको थोड़ी पुलिस।
पुलिस को क्यों, मेडिकल ना, पहले पुलिस आके क्या करेगी? एम्बुलेंस इज
मान के
मच
चलो,
needed in that particular situation, not a police van.
हाँ सही बोल रहे हो, बट मतलब अगर क्राउड पहले से है तो उस टाइम पे पुलिस इज ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्ड ना, कि वो आगे फिर किसी को जाने ना दे।
क्राउड मैनेजमेंट तो है ना यहाँ पे।
हाँ ये भी है, छोड़ो मैं समझ गई।
मतलब
मैं कनेक्ट कर
पुलिस
रही थी
वैन,
शायद।
हाँ मतलब पुलिस वैन, rather than informing a police, it should be beneficial if you will inform an ambulance for that.
हम्म।
तो ऑब्वियसली
हाँ
एम्बुलेंस
सही।
के साउंड से मतलब लाइक इट्स दैट।
हम्म।
And again, detect multimodal anomalies, right? Means like we can continuously scan the live feeds. It's like the crowd count is there, as I have told you, such as smoke, fire, or visual signature of a panicked crowd surge. Okay,
या।
visual
हम्म।
signature means like if you're seeing a certain group of crowd is in a panic mode, like the Rath Yatra, for example, you can move and are there on the kilometers. But if we are
या।
finding that people who is at the start of that Rath Yatra and they are in a panic mode, but the people who are at behind, they doesn't know anything, right? But what we will do? We will try to stop people which are behind itself, and we will
हम्म।
try to evacuate the person who was in this panic mode. We will try to solve them. Okay, this thing is going to happen, and we will try these things like this way.
ओके।
And go beyond means like again we can do multiple things, multiple use cases we can implement into it, right? Innovate with features like an AI powered lost and found that uses photo matching to scan feeds for a missing person. Okay, sentiment analysis to detect rising panic. Sentimental analysis again here means like if you could relate with some of your projects, means like with the face itself we can be able to relate with that it is in panic mode or they are in happy mode, right? And if a person is missing into that, means like something
बट
occurred,
भाई फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन ये थोड़ा टफ नहीं हो जाएगा?
वो मशीन लर्निंग का काम होगा ना ये करना।
ट्रेनिंग में तो टाइम लगेगा ना।
ट्रेनिंग में ऑब्वियसली टाइम लगेगा, ड्रोन्स वीडियोस, ये टाइम लगेगा। बट अगेन ये हमारा काम नहीं होगा ना, वी हैव टू यूज प्रॉपर मशीन लर्निंग और एआई मॉडल जो है उनका काम रहेगा। यस दीपक, यू आर टेलिंग समथिंग।
वैसे वो सेंटिमेंटल एनालिसिस के ऑलरेडी मॉडल्स बने हैं, लाइक रहते हैं, इतना भी हार्ड नहीं है। बट वो एफिशिएंट नहीं है, कोई कोई तो हम एफिशिएंट वे वाले जो रहते हैं वो यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ रियल टाइम हमें रिस्पॉन्सेस मिले।
यस।
ये प्रॉब्लमेटिक जब होगा जब ज़्यादा मतलब कि पब्लिक पब्लिक जो है बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो वो इम्प्लीमेंट करना कि भाई सभी के फेसेस जो है वो डिटेक्ट करेगा, देन बाद में फिर
तो पब्लिक
उनके
यहाँ पे
फेसेस उनके
प्रॉब्लम
सेंटिमेंट।
स्टेटमेंट ही तो वही है ना, लार्ज पब्लिक इवेंट्स,
हाँ
ऑब्वियसली
बट
पब्लिक
वही
लार्ज ही है।
वहाँ मॉडल हमारा स्टक हो जाएगा, बिकॉज कैसा है, पब्लिक दूर दूर तो खड़ी नहीं है ना, वो सभी एक साथ साथ में खड़ी है, तो वो डिटेक्ट करने में प्रॉब्लमेटिक है।
इसीलिए हम
बिकॉज
लोग यहाँ
आपके
पे
जो ड्रोन्स
ये
एकदम नियर बाय नहीं होंगे यूजर्स
ये
के,
कर रहे
वो
क्राउड
थोड़े।
डेंसिटी। हम लोग पहले ही वो एनालाइज कर रहे हैं उसका डेंसिटी। डेंसिटी अगेन हियर मींस नंबर ऑफ क्राउड्स नहीं, नंबर ऑफ पीपल इन अ पर स्क्वायर मीटर।
हम्म।
तो यहाँ पे वो
हाँ।
डेंसिटी, वेलोसिटी, अगेन वेलोसिटी मीन्स कितना क्राउड इज देयर, एंड फ्लो मीन्स कितने फ्लो में वो लोग चल रहे हैं। तो ये सब कुछ हम लोग पहले ही, वी आर एनालाइजिंग इट, देन वी आर डूइंग दिस थिंग्स।
ओके ओके।
ठीक है, एंड व्हेन आई
हाँ
विल
हाँ।
मूव टू इट, इसमें सो आई प्रिपेयर मीन्स लाइक, yeah, this is their safety at large public schools means like, I haven't prepared that much like Aditi or Ragul, but yes, I have pasted something from Chat GPT. Okay, so I've just explained him the problem statement, and he have given me some of the solution over that, right? You can see here, India sees a chaotic crowds at festival. Kumbh Mela was there, concert, sunburn, NS7 weekender. If you could recall about means like the concert which happened in Mumbai, it's like about 5 or 6 years ago. There also these things happened, right? Again, these things the Chat GPT have given, it's not the recent, but we have talked about the recent part. The Kumbh Mela this year, the RCB events, and the Rath Yatra thing, right? You can see here we will be building an AI monitoring system to track crowd density, predict dangerous zones, alert volunteers in real time, and reduce incident response. It's like we will be prompt in that in responding the things, right? And you can see here various agents I will be using here. One vision agent will be there who will analyze from camera feeds to calculate density per zone. GPS flow agent will be there. It will track the movements from mobile app. Obviously, from GPS itself, we will be able to track how is the crowd moving itself, right? And one more agent will be there, crowd behavior agent. It will detect the abnormal flow, means like whether the crowd is running, whether the crowd is enjoying, or something like that, right? And also we will use a risk evaluator agent.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes,
like in,
yes.
yeah, yes, yes.
Oh, sorry. नहीं, I was saying yes.
हाँ, यस फॉर दैट मतलब क्या, आपको क्या समझ में
मतलब
नहीं
आप
आया?
समझा रहे हो तो उस पे मैं बस वो रिएक्शन होता है ना।
हो गया, ठीक है। तो रिस्क इवेल्युएटर एजेंट, यहाँ पे वी विल मैप द रिस्क पर लेबल जोन, कि इस जोन में जाने में रिस्क कितना है। ठीक है, अब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल वी आर मूविंग ऑन अ रोड, एंड हमें पता है कि इस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे, इस पर्टिकुलर रोड पे रोड की विड्थ ज्यादा है, तो ऑब्वियसली क्राउड विल मूव ओके विथ ओके। बट वी आर सीइंग कि आने वाले टाइम में आफ्टर 1 किलोमीटर द विड्थ ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर रोड इज लेस, सो ऑब्वियसली उतना डेंसिटी में जो क्राउड मूव कर रही है, वहां पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा, वहां पे रिस्क ज्यादा है। तो वी विल आइडेंटिफाई दैट विथ लो, मीडियम, हाई। One agent will be there, alert agent. His work will be sending the warnings to authorities. Okay, जो भी क्राउड मैनेजमेंट में है उसको मतलब ये कर सकते हैं। एंड अगेन दिस इज अ ऑप्शनल, ओके, दैट we have performed all this analysis. So if the same thing is going to occur the next time, what all precautions we can take it. Okay, so this is optional because this is afterwards thing. This is not we are deciding at that particular point of time, right? And again here you can see while training our model, we won't get the real CCTV cameras videos. So how we can train our data? We can take the public crowd videos from YouTube. We can take the live example of that. Means like whether you want to take for RCB, whether you want to take for Kumbh, whether you can take for a Rath Yatra. Okay, we can take the videos from that, And from that we can analyze that what is the density of this particular thing, the density of cloud, right? For GPS, random walk algorithms are obviously there, or you can use the OpenCell ID, and it tracks the mobility, that how fast the crowd is moving, right? And step 4 means like vision pipeline density estimation. Okay, it will sort the real timings. Like again, here you can see the model names is given here, that what machine learning model will be doing used into that. We are basically creating a pipeline here, that how we can estimate the density of that, right? uh, and again you can see the various options is there. We can create heat maps, the density per square meter, which I have talked about, means like if it shows that two people are there in a per square meter, then it is in green zone. If more than five people are there in 1 meter area, then obviously it's a overcrowded thing, and it's a red zone there, right? And the step 5, again the different mod agent use here is behavior detection. That agent will detect our behaviors. It's like the crowd is moving in reverse, they are in panic mode with noise indicating, like these all things will be there. And again basically the steps which I have talked about, the agents which I have talked about, this has been shown in a detailed way. Okay, how you can show here, play loudspeaker warnings. Okay, again loudspeaker warnings we can't play it, but again we can play it if we are saying that the danger zone is 1 kilometer ahead. Then with the loudspeaker we can tell the person who hasn't reached that, that you should stop here, you shouldn't keep moving. Okay, so we can again use these things. And UI dashboard, again you can see here the tools which we will be using here, that OpenCV, Gemini Provision, these all things will be there, right? And if I will move down, and if I want to use them, means like the Google API, means like Google tools which we are using it, right? So for Vision Agent, we can use Gemini Vision API, okay? And for audio, we can use the Vertex or fine tune audio classification. So basically, here what you are seeing is the Google tools we are using it for this specific agents, right? You can see here the various Google tools are there. Google tools used in Calm. What is Calm? Calm here is basically the project name. And why it is Calm? You can see here Calm means uh, crowd assessment and live management. CALM. Okay. To be calm, because if you are a calm, if you are in a sound mood, then only you can be able to get rid of some particular situation. If you are in a panic mode, then ultimately you're gonna hurt itself. Whether you are moving in a crowd, and whether it's anything, to make a decision you have to be in a cool mind state. If you're in a panic mode, you will not able to make a decision. So for that particular thing, the calm is there. And these all things are the AI tools which is being used here. You can see here role based data flow pipeline, video from CCTV drone. So these all things were there, data sets for training and play testing. Again, these things I haven't created it by myself. It's being created by Chat GPT. Okay.
Yeah, I can see the efforts.
Yeah, you can see here why judges will love Calm, because it doesn't monitor, it manages real emotion sensing, not just object detection. Means like we are not detecting an object, we are obviously detecting the real emotions. Like in this meet as well, we'll be able to detect the real, means like Gemini react based on the crowd tone, how the crowd is shouting, means like whether they are shouting for help, or they are celebrating, means like they are enjoying
Yeah.
it. So with that tone itself also it will, multi-agent structure is there, fits the agentic AI brief perfectly, means like for each thing there is not means like uh monolith is not there. Monolith means a same path is not there. If you have to reach here, several ways are there to reach that, right?
Yeah.
And uses all four Google tools deeply and creatively. It's like whatever Google tools they have mentioned there, it uses all these four tools, right? So basically, this was the things for managing the crowd. And another thing which I would talk about, you can see here, uh, is the managing the city data overload. Okay. So basically, in short, the objective is that we have to build the agentic AI that provide the intelligent view of that, right? And how we are getting the data from that, we will be getting data from the social media sites. Okay, like for example, if something is happening within a city, right? So the how the local people are informed with that, right? So for example, there is a traffic jam, okay, and the traffic jam is two-way long. So how we are going to indicate that, right? So with the view of different posts, that means like why traffic jam is happening at that particular place and at that particular time, why the thing is happening there, right? So that thing again we will get through the social media feeds, because uh anyone who is just what you can say, uh who is in the difficulties, means like उस particular चीज से अगर वो परेशान है, so obviously he will click a photo and he will upload it on the Google, or he will just blame the government. And this is quite means like ये इंडिया में बहुत यूज होता है, लोग करती है वो वैसा, कि भाई ये फोटो डाल देंगे, ट्विटर पे डाल दे रहे, इंस्टाग्राम पे डाल दे रहे, फोटो डाल दे रहे, एंड वो ब्लेम कर रही कि भाई गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पे इस चीज को देखने की जरूरत है, दे आर ओवर सेइंग दिस थिंग्स, यहाँ पे काम करने की जरूरत है लेकिन गवर्नमेंट वहाँ काम कर रही है, एंड ड्यू टू विच इस पर्टिकुलर जगह पे ट्रैफिक जाम लगता है, एंड गवर्नमेंट ये चीज को देख नहीं रही है, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे फ्यूज डिस्पेरेट डेटा इंजेक्ट्स रियल टाइम डेटा फ्रॉम मल्टीपल सोर्सेस, ठीक है? तो अब ऐसा नहीं कि हमें कोई एक सोर्स से ही मतलब ये ले रहे हैं, वी आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव, ओके, नॉट फ्रॉम अ सिंगल थिंग, ओके. And we will move on to the enable multimodal cities in reporting. Okay, so like some geo-tagged photos and videos are there, right? If you want to reach there something, right, you can see here a mob is there or waterlogged street is there. Means like uh, if some real-time Google Maps is operating there, right? So you can be able to see it if you are traveling from point A to point B, right? So if you are using the Google Map itself, so with the images also you can see it. कि, okay, at this particular point of time, this particular thing is there, some path hole is there inside the road, due to which the water logging is there, and due to which the people are not in a mobility state, they are just stuck here. Okay, okay. Basically these all the second point was that, and the third is like it will go beyond reporting, means like it will just relate with that why that particular issue had happened, why that particular path hole had happened, why particular a group of people, a mob is being displayed here, means like why they have come out on the road, a group of 10 to 15 people, why they have come out on the road, right? So these all things will be there. Okay, and visualize the pulse, present the synthesized information on real-time map-based dashboard. It's like again, it's a front-end thing. Okay, on the front-end part, how we can analyze and display the things. And the bonus will be there, analyze public sentiment from posts to create a mood map for different events. It's like what's again here is a sentimental analysis we will be doing here. But again, we will be not be doing with the photos and videos. We'll be doing through the post, through the textual data. NLP will be used here. Okay. And if I will move into these things, the document which I have prepared it, like you can see here, every second a city generates traffic congestion reports through a Google Map sensors or GPS, right? Tweet about civic issues means like you can see here, if you could read Instagram, then if you could see that they have told that the civic senses of the people living here, how they are involving with those particular, or you can say, uh, the particular thing happening means like for example अभी कुछ इवेंट चल रहा, तो वहां पे लोगों का सिविक सेंस क्या है, वो कैसे रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं उस पर्टिकुलर इवेंट पे, ठीक है, तो उसके ट्वीट्स ट्वीट्स क्या है, we will do that with the CCTV and IoT sensor data as well. Crime reports also means like पर्टिकुलर प्लेस में, पर्टिकुलर सिटी के पर्टिकुलर प्लेस में क्राइम रिपोर्ट्स कितना है, पर्टिकुलर सिटी में वेदर कितना है, मीन्स लाइक वेदर रिपोर्ट क्या है। इफ यू टॉक अबाउट पुणे, तो पुणे में सबसे ज्यादा बारिश, मैं ऐसा एनालाइज कर रहा हूँ, वो कोथरूड में ही होता है, ठीक है। तो इस टाइप के थिंग्स ये है, एंड ऑल दिस इज अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड नॉइजी स्कैटर्ड एंड मोस्टली इनको इग्नोर्ड बाय सिटी डिसीजन मेकर्स इन रियल टाइम। एंड ये सब चीजें कोई नहीं मतलब ये देखता है, कोई सिटी को अगर ये कर रहा तो दे विल नॉट सी इट। सीसीटीवी कोई नहीं चेक करता उतना हर रोड पे। दिस इज नॉट अ चाइना। चाइना में वो होता है, चाइना दे कीप ट्रैक कि हर एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम में, हर एक मिनट में कौन बंदा उसके कंट्री में एंट्री कर रहा है एंड कौन बंदा एग्जिट कर रहा, ठीक है। चाइना कीप्स द ट्रैक, बट इंडिया में ये चीजें नहीं होती है, दिस इज इग्नोर्ड, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे एंड सिविक सेंसेस, सिविक का भी कोई ये बात नहीं करता है, ठीक है। जे जस्ट कीप ब्लेमिंग अदर सिटीज, अदर स्टेट्स, बट खुद के स्टेट में क्या हो रहा, दे डोंट लुक इनटू दैट, राइट। सो इन इंडिया में ये सब चीजें के ऊपर कोई बात नहीं करती है। वेदर अलर्ट्स ऑल्सो, ठीक है। तो जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल कोई पॉश, कोई सिटी का पॉश एरिया है, तो गवर्नमेंट उसी एरिया को डेवलप करने में ज्यादा बिजी रहेंगी रादर देन सिटी का जो अनडेवलप्ड एरिया है। और जबकि वहां पे वेदर अलर्ट ज्यादा होते हैं, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल समवन इज लिविंग एट द बैंक्स ऑफ द रिवर, वो जगह उतनी अपग्रेडेड नहीं है, बट एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम हर एक शहर में देर इज अ पॉश एरिया फॉर दैट, राइट। इफ वी टॉक अबाउट पुणे, तो पुणे का पॉश एरिया इज, वी कैन टॉक अबाउट, ये क्या नाम है उसका, वे कोरेगांव पार्क, यस। तो कोरेगांव पार्क है पॉश एरिया। वी टॉक अबाउट बैंगलोर, तो बैंगलोर का पॉश एरिया इज कोरमंगला, ठीक है। वी टॉक अबाउट मुंबई, मुंबई का पॉश एरिया क्या है, वर्ली है, बांद्रा है, ठीक है। वर्ली इज देयर, बांद्रा इज देयर। एंड अगेन वी टॉक अबाउट दिल्ली, तो दिल्ली में अगेन वो साउथ बॉम्बे आ जाता है, सॉरी, साउथ दिल्ली, नॉट साउथ बॉम्बे। साउथ बॉम्बे आई ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, वर्ली और बांद्रा आते हैं उसमें। साउथ दिल्ली का जो ये है, तो वहाँ पे वो सब चीजें हैं। तो
Only 1 minute is left. Sorry, less than 1 minute is left.
ठीक है, तो शुड वी रीजॉइन?
नहीं, finish it fast. It's too much for today.
ठीक है, तो यही सब चीजें हैं एंड दिस आई हैव मेक्ड इनटू इट। सो टुमारो जस्ट डिस्कस अपॉन दैट। कल हम लोग समराइज करेंगे कि भाई किस पे वर्क करना है, देन वी विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट। इंडिविजुअली काम करने से अच्छा टीम में एक ही प्रोजेक्ट पे विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग, ठीक है। सो बाय बाय,
ओके,
गुड बाय एवरीवन।
बाय।
Please
थैंक
stop
यू अविनाश
recording.
सर।